What an incredible landscape paradise this is. You can't help but feel the balance and harmony that's developed here over millions of years. Each part of the ecosystem works with the other. The plants catch the water, slow it down so that it hits the soil and is absorbed like a sponge and then slowly filters out through the landscape to the ocean. This is a cycle that's complete. It rolls around. But then this happened. 200 years of urban development. That harmonious, balanced landscape has been replaced with hard surfaces. We've got rooftops, concrete, pavements, roads. The sponge that used to absorb all that water has been covered over, and now it runs into these drains and gets ricocheted away. One man, however, has a vision to re-green the city. Umberto Uriola is a visionary, a man who has dedicated his life to the pursuit of greening our cities.
The idea of roof garden city, the green cities, is everywhere. We can live in paradise.
Umberto's perfect city would look like this: a world where green roofs cool down our cities, cut down rainwater runoff, reduce greenhouse gas emissions and provide more pleasant surroundings, improving our health and well-being.
What a fantastic thing. Perfume. People happy because the garden made the people happy.
But before Umberto's dream could begin to be realised, he knew he had to overcome one major obstacle. You see, traditionally, building gardens on rooftops or hard surfaces involved the use of large quantities of drainage materials that were both expensive and heavy.
It can weigh up to tons and tons, thousands of kilos.
But then, in a light bulb moment, Umberto had a vision in the middle of the night.
I wake up and in a piece of paper, I drew very quickly this device. And the rest
is history. The result of that vision is the revolutionary drainage cell, a lightweight, cost-effective drainage solution that allows gardens to be built on any surface. The Atlantis drainage cell is placed on top of a waterproof membrane. The plastic drainage cell is wrapped in a geotextile material, followed by a layer of river sand and finally the topsoil. The cells allow the water to purify and drain away slowly. So Umberto, all of this garden is on concrete slab?
Absolutely. You can see the plants, how beautiful they grow here.
Yeah?
With very little maintenance, I will say.
Because of the technology developed and realised by Umberto, we can now grow gardens anywhere and on any surface, including gardens in the sky. Matt, we're 28 levels above the Bradfield Highway here. Water in the background, water in the foreground.
Fireworks in the sky at night. Yeah, it's perfect.
Matt Cantwell is one of Australia's leading landscape designers, and he's responsible for the creation of this spectacular rooftop garden. The first thing that caught my eye when I came out was definitely this zoysia.
Yeah, zoysia. It's a fantastic plant.
You just want to lie in there. As impressive as this garden is, Matt wouldn't have been able to build anything on this space without Umberto's drainage system. So Matt, the planter box itself is not much more than 300 millimetres deep?
Yeah, that's right. On the floor of each planter and on the walls we've got a drainage cell, so that as soon as the water hits that, it disappears out of the base of the planter and then it falls through onto the existing floor waste systems to collect the runoff and for it to disappear.
Now, most of us may not be able to afford a garden like this, but the good news is that the principles of this drainage system are the same up here as they are on a concrete slab at your place. But I tell you what, from this height, it does give Matt and I an opportunity to dream.
It's a beautiful city. Look at all that rooftop expanse. Imagine if that could be green. And there's absolutely, no reason why with new buildings and many existing buildings we can't make that happen.
Yes. Next week, I'm going to show you how you can use Humberto's drainage system to create a garden in the middle of a concrete jungle. Last week, we met the visionary Umberto Oriola, a man with a grand plan.
We can live in paradise.
Umberto's dream is to green our cities by growing plants on every hard surface. In order to begin to realise this dream, he invented a revolutionary drainage cell that allows gardens to be built anywhere. So this week, I'm going to show you how you can turn this barren concrete wasteland where you can't grow anything into your own piece of backyard paradise. The secret to building a garden on a concrete slab is drainage, and that's where the drainage cell comes into its own. See, its design enables your soil to be above, but the water can drain through this open structure. It's light, unlike blue metal, and you can easily install it. So anywhere, planter beds, car parks, rooftop gardens, suddenly it can be achieved. We're using these old railway sleepers to build up the sides of our garden beds, and we've spaced it perfectly for the drainage cell, which is 600 mil by 400, and that will be sitting on the bottom to give us our drainage. Well, that's 2 courses down. We're levelling it up, nailing it off. There's 2 to go. We've completed our walls, and now I'm just laying this black plastic down to control the direction of any seepage. So we've lined the inside of our planter box, and now it's time for the star of the show, the drainage cell. It goes into place and it locks in nicely, and what it will do is allow any water that comes through the soil to come down through the drainage cell, and it'll run with the fall out to the drain. The purpose of our geofabric is that it holds the soil in, but it allows the water to move through into the drainage cell and out to the drain. Well, that's it. Our last load of lightweight soil mix into the planter box. And it's taken 2 cubic metres of our soil mix to fill up the garden bed. It's time to add the finishing touches and colour to the garden bed. When you're setting out a new garden bed such as this, it's always important to take the time at the beginning, set the plants out and get a feel for how it looks. The plants will tell you where they want to go, and then you look at it and then do the planting. So everything's been set out. I'm going to start planting, first of all, this bougainvillea. It's a beautiful purple flower. It's called Lilac Cascade. And the reason it's here is that it's going to grow up, run across the face of the pergola here and just hang down this beautiful frame of purple flowers. This is a dwarf variety of Banksia spinulosa called birthday candles. It will only grow to about 1/2 metre tall, but look at these beautiful combs that you get that will attract all the native birds. The beauty is that now you can turn hard concrete surfaces around your home into productive flowering gardens. So why don't you get out there and help be a part of the greening of our cities?